I am the ultimate team manager, Nekomaru Nidai! What? You think he was killed under the table? That does make sense, but why did he go under the table? It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table. What? You seem rather confident about that. Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table. That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious. He should have told us he received a threatening letter. Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness. What happened to your guard duty? It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered. If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit. I'm sorry. Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me. Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too! You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable! If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect. But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? Air conditioners! I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably. Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito. Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall. If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too. Hey Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter? You're not making any sense! How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth! You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him? Oh! Man up and speak more clearly! I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there. What if they used a string like the cord? You're obviously the killer, right? Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark. Well, Teru. Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall. Oh, is there any way we can decide? The weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right? So that missing iron skewer is the weapon? Teru, just man up and be straight with us. What now? What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over! Some of us are characters in a video game? Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus? Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer? We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case. Obviously, Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim. Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it. You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived. Then, forget this! At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering to make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped. Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting! That's too big to be a weapon. Why are you going even bigger? It's on that big a scale, too? And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her. Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident? Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet? She's probably faking it. Hyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn. There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right? It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it. I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down. I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue. So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation? Whoa! The meeting times are off. That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too. This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious. Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is. Which means, the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house? Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse? You're the one who went on a tangent! Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet. As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet! Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule! Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window? What are you saying? Peko, what are you doing? I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy. Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was... Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already! Onokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already! Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer. From Spain? Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was. So that means there was one more person in the beach house. How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being! In other words, it's ultimate real fiction! Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question! Who the hell are you guys? All fiction! That's what a backstory is!